Alright, welcome to Ayoko na Maging Marupok podcast. This is our part 2 with Mr. Jayson Law. And we are still here in Bonjour Cafe and Sue Coffee. It's a collaboration. And ako, Jayson, sobrang sarap nito.
Yeah, yan favorite ng lahat.
Nakaiyak. Okay, so baka ma-distract na ako sa sarap niya. Pero, this part 2 would deal more about the professional side. Kasi kanina, doon siya sa primary ministry ko, which is for single people eh. But this time, because you also wrote a book about money, and so this is the first question. You are also great with finances. What's the best advice you have received when it comes to money?
The best advice I receive when it comes to money? Well, madami, no? Pero yung money kasi, it's a tool that you can use. So, in other words, you have to find a way na i-connect yung money with a purpose. Kasi kung walang purpose, ang mangyayari, mapupunta yung money mo sa mga bagay na walang kakwenta-kwenta or more of filling your own need. Diba? Kaya nga, pag nagkakapera na, bumibili ng mga kung ano, no? And that's okay if it's a goal that you want, it's a dream that you want to have. But pag merong purpose yung pera, makikita mo na, okay, ito pala yung way ko of using my money or my platform.
Okay, so for you, money is for?
Money is for, ang dami, no? Alam mo, ang hirap ng question mo.
Sorry
Napaisip ako doon.
Top of mind.
Well, money is a way for us to, parang work yan eh. Work is worship. Money is also a form of worship. Not worship
Ganda.
money, but use money for purposes that's in a way bigger than you.
Ganda.
Parang ganon.
What best advice naman can you give about money based on your own experience?
Based on my own experience, bali, you need to learn how to save. Save for a rainy day. Kasi rainy days will come. Before yung dad ko, he would always tell me, Jayson, yung malakas yung negosyo ko that time, sabi niya, kailangan mag-prepare ka pag na-down yung business mo. Sabi ko, napaka-negative naman ito. Dapat ini-encourage mo ako kasi, di ba, you're my dad. Sa loob-loob ko lang. Pero sige. Pero binabaliwala ko yung mga advice niya until dumating yung time na dumating nga yung rainy day.
Oo.
So, when nagka-rainy day, we lost everything. Doon ko na experience, no, na okay, dapat pala lagi kang handa. The bigger the umbrella, the better. So, yung nagkaroon ng pandemic, through God's grace, we were ready when the pandemic hit. Na kahit hindi ako mag-work, okay lang.
Yeah.
Kasi inisip namin, I'm a speaker, baka nga walang work.
Correct.
And true enough, wala nga, no? For 6 months, kasi yung mga companies din, gusto nila, di ba, you speak for free to help them dahil hindi rin nila alam kung ano yung gagawin nila. But buti na lang, no? Doon din na prove na parang there is a need for speakers dahil kahit pandemic, kahit na naka-online lang, they would still get speakers for their events, for now they saw yung pinaka-needs nila, no? Primary needs like mental health, well-being.
Yeah.
So, nandun siya. Kaya yun siguro, no? Always save dahil pag wala kang savings, huwag nyo na isipin lahat. Hindi posible yun pag wala kang savings. Hindi yung posible yung investment. Hindi yung posible. Hindi pala possible yung investment. Hindi rin possible na maabot mo yung mga pangarap mo kung wala kang savings. Yun yung pinaka-start natin.
Ito ba ang mga emergency fund? Iba pa yun?
Yes, emergency fund. Tapos, nandyan na rin yung mga savings mo for, let's say, future goals. Diba? Like, tuition fee ng mga bata.
Yeah.
Like, you're saving up for a house.
Yeah.
You wanna buy a car. Kami, pag bumili kami ng kotse, Marian, pinag-ipunan namin.
Cash talaga?
Oo, kasi bumili ako ng kotse, tapos ayoko rin bumili ng brand new. So, meron akong nabiling sasakyan.
Galing?
Ano ba lang to? Parang from casa to bahay lang. Ganun. Basta may mga nangyari, no, na hindi pa siya gamit, pero second-hand price. So, computing how much I saved, I think I saved maybe close to $500,000 buying that car.
Galing. Tapos di pa siya nagamit?
Kasi hindi pa siya masyadong gamit talaga. Tapos binenta na kagad. Binili ko. Tapos yun, buti may cash ako kasi may savings.
Yeah. So favored.
Yeah.
Pero when it comes to investments, ano naman yung tingin mong mas mabibigay mo sa kanila na dito okay, wise mag-invest sa mga ganitong bagay? Ganito instruments or
Yeah, pag investments kasi, kailangan makita natin yung short term, medium term, tsaka long term.
Okay.
Di ba? So, meaning hanap tayo ng way para magkaroon tayo ng residual income, passive income, yung if you work, sabi ni Warren Buffett, if you work for money, nakalimutan ko tuloy, yung parang pag you're working lang for money and you keep on working lang for money, you will work until the day you die. Alam ko na. Yung pag ang pera, hindi ka kumikita ng pera in your sleep. Right? You will work until the day you die.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way na money will work for you also because ang money naman masipag eh.
Yeah.
Kaya lang kaya maraming mga tao nalulubog sa utang kasi masipag yung pera dun sa kabilang tao na nagpautang sa kanila. And I would tell people na, mahirap mag-save, mahirap mag-ganyan. May utang ka ba? Yes. Ilan yung interest ng utang mo? Sasabihin nila. Alam mo ba yung interest ng utang na yan? Savings yan eh. Kaya lang yung savings na pupunta sa ibang tao, hindi sa'yo.
Yun lang. Pero yung money working for you, ito ba yung mga stocks?
Well, stocks, mga dividend stocks. Diba? Ito interesting, no? Real estate, of course, fantastic investment. Lalo na nag-grow natin yung capital gains natin, nag-grow natin yung equity natin. Pero there are other considerations also. Diba? Kung real estate yan, magiging liquid ka ba? Meron kami mga kakilala, close to us, na grabe, they are really wealthy in terms of real estate.
Correct.
Pero pagdating sa liquidity, mahirap. And then kung may mangyari, yung estate taxes natin, kailangan handa din tayo. Meron akong isang friend, interesting, no? Nakatanggap sila ng mana, malaking amount. So now, he has the capacity to buy condo or a house kasi gusto nila mag-relocate sa isang posh
Subdivision, ganyan, village.
Posh mga BGC Makati. So, kinompute nila kung magkano yung kikitain nila if they invested the money in the money market. And they realized na if they buy a condo unit for this much, they would save more if they just rented. And their rent is 120,000 a month. Kasi kumuha sila ng condo na
Oh my God.
maganda, malaki. I've been there several times. Pero nakita nila, mas makakatipid pala tayo kasi yung tinutubo ng pera natin mas malaki. Diba? Kung dividend stocks yan, kung ang kinikita niya nasa 6 to 10%, minsan 12% per annum, then if you have this amount, you put it there. Kumbaga, hindi mahirap mag-retire pag alam natin kung magkano ang expenses natin. Hindi mahirap computein. Tapos, pag na-compute mo na siya, you find a plan until you're able to retire at a certain age using money as a tool that will work for you.
And if they wanna learn more about this, parang tanong na lang nila sa preferred banks. You'd say?
Yeah, may kasi, no? Kumbaga, when we start learning, di ba? Pag nagde-decide tayo, pwede tayong through experience but also learn from other people who has experience already. Kaya ako minsan, kunyari, real estate, di ba? Tatawagan ko yung mga friends ko na nasa real estate. Okay ba itong minsan sasabihin ko pa lang sa kanila, pag send ko pa lang, ay, hindi maganda siya. Okay.
Okay.
They've been there for like 10, 20 years. Alam na nila. Tapos ako naman, pag sinabi nilang okay, then aaralin ko siya. Pag sinabi nilang hindi ko na aaralin kasi experience na nila eh. So, meron din akong mga decisions na I'm the one who study it first, but I still ask around. Ganon.
Yeah, the importance of network talaga.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, ito naman. You are also flying high in terms of your purpose. How did you stumble upon speaking as your main career?
Ayaw pala nasasagot ko yung mga questions mo. Ang dami kasing answers no? parang yun, yung mga question ni Marian, mga pang 30 minutes or 1 hour session yan eh. Saan mo mag-invest? Ayan, so nandyan yung mga MP2 ng pag-ibig, to make it simple. Diba? Nandyan yung mga stocks. Kung stocks yan, no? Meron mga dividend stocks, you consider them also. Since dividend stocks, it gives you dividends. Yung real estate, rental property. So, ang dami.
Actually,
I'm sure pag ikaw
siya.
tinanong ko, baka ikaw medyo specific to real estate kasi linya mo yan no?
Okay, yun. Sa purpose naman, how did you stumble upon your purpose in speaking and then yung unique na topic?
In speaking naman, it's not something that I wanted. Sabi ko nga, do not follow your passion, follow your hard work. Kasi if you follow your hard work, your passion will follow you. Ganon. So, I was required to speak when I was younger because we were part of a sales company. And eventually, we started our own. So, pag nasa sales ka, kailangan nagsasalita ka eh.
Yeah.
And ayoko mag-speak but I was required to reach a younger audience. So I was 21 back then.
Yun pala nang galing.
Doon ang galing. Nanginginig pa ako niya, natatakot pa ako. Tapos nahihiya ako kung pwedeng iba na lang ang gumawa. Okay lang. Na sila na lang. And then na-develop siya kasi I know that I'm not good at it. So I kept on practicing. Grabe, Marian, meron ako mga, nakita kami ni Anthony sa isang event, Pangilinan.
Yeah.
Then nakwento ko sa Anthony, meron kang tape. Tape pa dati.
Oh!
So tape yung tape na yan, pinakinggan ko yan mga more than 50 times yata.
Uy, grabe.
Possible, mga 50 to 100 times, pinapakinggan ko yung tape. And at times, I would even speak it word for word. Hindi ko alam kung ba't ko siya ginagawa. Hindi ko talaga alam. Hindi ko naman gagawing career ang speaking that time. Pero I would play the cassette tape. And sa car, nagda-drive ako, minsan traffic. So kung ano yung sinasabi ng speaker, uulitin ko siya, word for word. To the point na may mga tapes doon na memorize ko na, word for word, yung buong sermon or buong talk. So mga pinakinggan ko before, ayan, sila Francis Kong, our pastor before, si Joey Bonifacio. Tapos may mga tapes pa sila John Maxwell.
Yeah.
Yun yung paulit-ulit.
Wow.
And Anthony Pangilinan is one of them.
I think that helped shape you, no? Yung paulit-ulit na yun.
I don't know kung ba't ko nga siya ginawa, but it helped me.
Tsaga!
Hindi ko alam bakit eh. Tapos, from there, I did it for free. Hindi nga siya pro bono abono.
No, totoo yan.
Di ba? Experience yan. Punta ka doon, bigyan ka ng ballpen, bigyan ka ng libro. But I was so happy doing it. And then when I started my speaking, madami ako before mga schools. And schools walang budget. Ngayon, dati siguro ang average ko most probably siguro mga 3 in a month schools. Tapos umaabot yan ng pinakamadami siguro mga 6, 7. Ngayon yung 3, 7 talks sa schools in a year, madami na. Hindi ko alam na dadalhin pala ako ni God sa marketplace and then magkakaroon ng demand. Ganon. Galing.
What do you think helped you reach this far as a speaker?
It's really giving your best every single time. When you show up, just show up as your best self and God will show off through you one day. May tinuturo ako, no? Alam mo, minsan sa sobrang dami natin binabasa, nakakalimutan natin saan natin nakukuha.
Correct
Gusto
yan.
naman natin
Totoo
i-share
yan.
yung source, pero nakakalimutan mo na talaga. Meron siyang shinare na approach, no? Yung positive thinking. Hindi ka dapat nagre-rely sa positive thinking. Dapat nagre-rely ka sa positive believing. So, ibig sabihin, when you do something, unang-una, instead of saying I can do it, that's positive thinking, I can do it, you should ask yourself, how can I do it? So ask yourself pertinent questions. Paano ko siya magagawa? I remember I had one talk before sa Cambodia. Funny to kasi yung time na yun, nagsa-start pa lang ako, wala pa ako international speaking engagement. Yung maganda pag meron kang prayerful wife. So nag-pray yung wife ko, magkakaroon ka ng international talk. True enough, after 1 month,
Grabe, bilis mag-decide.
may nag-contact sa amin. Siya pa yung ko before, sumasagot ng inquiries. Kaya we want to inquire for Jayson, for what event ganito, it's gonna be in Cambodia. So sabi ng wife ko, si Kat, sabi, eto pa, hindi kami excited that time. Kasi nagda-doubt siya, no? Sabi niya, Cambodia, the country. Kasi di ba merong New York, Cubao, baka naman Cambodia, Kamuning, hindi natin alam. Yes, the country. Kasi our speaker backed out. Shout out to RD Amelio. Buti na lang nag-back out ka.
Si RD.
Si RD. Hindi yata nag-back out, parang hindi yata siya po pwede. Siya dapat yung kukunin. So, naging magkaibigan kami after a few years yung narinig ko yung sabi ko, RD, thank you, ikaw yung reason. Bakit? Hindi ka kasi pwede nung time na to, ako yung ano. And then, yun, punta kami there. So, sabi sa akin nung pinaka-head nila, dad ni Edric Mendoza.
Si Pastor Peter. Ay, hindi pala.
Mga tansi.
Kay Joy pala yun.
Si Tito Ed, the dad. Sabi niya, alam mo, Jayson, ito yung kailangan namin, ha? By the way, I'm a fan of John Maxwell. I read most probably more than 20 of his books. Pero ito yung context gusto nila. Sabi niya, Jayson, leadership. Pero wag mo nang i-share si John Maxwell, kasi na namin yan.
Dinaanan na nila.
Oo, alam na namin yan kasi yan yata yung mga tinuturo na.
Okay.
We want a different angle. So, tinignan ko yung profile, mga board of directors lahat. Sabi ko, lahat ito mga successful na. Tapos, leadership. Ano kaya yung maganda? Yung pinrofile ko sila, I asked several questions. And nakita ko na it's not success anymore, it's significance. So, yung naging approach ko sa kanila, asking questions. Ask yourself questions. Instead of saying na, I can do it, ask yourself, how can I do it? And then yung second would be, ayan na, doon na papasok yung positive believing. Kasi pagdating mo doon, pinagandaan mo eh. Minsan, meron akong mga talks na I've delivered hundreds of times. I still prepare 2 to 3 hours, sometimes longer. Kasi iba yung audience, kailangan malaman ko din yung context ng client. Now, positive believing, no matter what, you did your best. Let your hard work do the talking and the work for you. And then finally, yung last naman, yun naman yung explanatory style ang tawag niya. Ibig sabihin explanatory style, if it didn't work out, how do you explain that to yourself? Di ba? Na let's say, hindi siya naging okay, ginawa mo na yung best mo. So now, ano yung interpretation mo dyan sa sarili mo? Maybe I need to work on this, or maybe ito yung nangyari kaya naging ganun siya. And then cleanse, tapos repeat.
Wow. Okay. Pero may tanong ako, how do you know when you've done your best?
If you prepared. Yun naman yun eh. Tsaka ginawa mo talaga yung work behind the scenes. You talk to the client. You did your research. You prepared for your engagement. So if you've done your part, then yun na. Kumbaga, you just have to, parang mga athletes, you're confident because ginawa mo na kung ano yung mga kailangan mong gawin in practice eh. And then kung ano yung napag-aralan nyo in practice, then you deliver what you have done behind the scenes, backstage. So that when you're on stage already, the rest will follow.
Yeah. Mas play na nga siya eh when you're...
Yeah. Yun yung challenge na sometimes, Marian. Sorry kapag may question. I teach kasi speaking and presentation skills. Parang business. Marian, paano ba mag-business? Di ba? Ito yung question, ito yung sagot mo because of your experience.
Yeah.
So, you're asking me a question. Ito yung gusto kong sabihin pero I have to find mga angles na medyo mas ma-appreciate ng wider audience. Meaning kahit hindi ka speaker, okay, maintindihan mo. Pero behind the scenes, ang dami pa na kailangan gawin yung sa preparation and everything.
Yeah.
So, these are the most kumbaga, basic answers.
Okay.
Basic pa yun sa lagay yung
Comprehensive na siya eh. If you haven't mentioned yet, do you have a top 3 to 5 best advice to aspiring speakers? Or nasabi mo na siya? Medyo marami ka na rin
Top
share.
3 to 5
Advice
na
for
advice?
aspiring speakers.
Number 1, find your lane. You cannot be an expert in everything. So be the best in a few things lang. 1 or 2 things na you will be known for.
Okay.
Don't fall for the trap na as a speaker, you can do anything. Diba? Kailangan mag-choose ka lang. Tapos...
Time out. Follow up. How do they know which lane sila?
Well...
Basahin yung one thing.
One thing, no? Oh, I love that book. Gary Keller. Kailangan... Yung TED Talks, diba? They found out that the best of the best TED Talks, yung videos that has garnered millions of views, meron silang one thing in common.
Which is?
Number 1, top quality, passion. They're passionate about their topic.
Yeah.
Kasi they've experienced it. Iba yun. So, una, passion mo ba siya?
Yeah.
Pangalawa, meron ka bang expertise siya, meron ka bang experience.
Okay, yeah.
And then you build on your experience.
Yeah.
Tapos, yun nga, yung choosing your lane. Tapos, pang-apat, no? Practice, rehearse. Alam mo, funny to meron akong mga mini-mentoran na speakers na gusto ko naging speaker, hindi katulad ko na ayoko naman. Tapos, itong mga to, matagal na rin nagsispeak kasi nagte-training sila, nagtrabaho yung isa sa call center. So, sa call center, nagte-train siya. Tapos, nagsispeak siya sa group nila, nasa sales siya. And then, tinanong ko, nagpa-practice ka ba, nagre-rehearse ka ba? Hindi. Never nag-rehearse. And then there's one, I'm mentoring, sabi ko sa kanya, sige, ganito. I'll let you speak in this event. 2,500 superintendents sa academe. Sabi ko, bibigyan ka ta ng maikli na kasi yung talk ko, bibigyan ka ta mga less than 5 minutes. Yeah, okay. Pero ito yung condition. You have to practice your slot 50 times. 50 times. So, message siya sa akin, 2 days before the event. Sir, I was able to do it 50 times practice. Sure ka? Yes. Ayun, dineliver niya. Pag-deliver niya, swabing-swabe. 3 minutes.
Wow.
Never a dull moment. And then sabi niya, grabe, first time ko ginawa to. Iba pala yung effect ng pinapractice mo, nire-rehearse mo yung
Grabe,
talk mo.
50 times.
Yes.
Ang tindi.
Kaya niyang gawin kasi 3 minutes lang sa paulit. Isang oras, ilang beses to yan.
Pero ikaw dati, pag nagpa-practice ka, ilang beses?
Dati?
Dati, no,
Ano yan? I always practice minsan hours on end. Yung nagsistart ako, kunyari 1 hour talk. Ano yun? Talagang bibidyoin ko sarili ko sa laptop. Tapos nakikita ko yung sarili ko. Tapos I will practice it, speak it out loud, and then video myself.
Yeah.
Even doing the gestures and everything.
Wow. Okay. So, first is know your lane.
Alam mo, nakalimutan ko nung ginagawa ko yung dati. Pati nga yung mga tape, ngayon ko lang naalala na, hindi lang pala yung
Ang dami mong chinaga. So, wait. Follow your lane and then practice. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Follow your lane. Sorry, yung sa lane is passion and know your passion.
Yan yung what you're passionate about, what's your expertise, what can you be the best at. Yun.
And then practice.
Practice. Hindi pa yata 5 yun, parang 10 na yata na hinati-hati.
Apat.
And then eventually find a way to monetize your
it.
message. Parang yan yung you have to attend seminars.
Yeah.
Yan, sa mga seminars si Marian.
Yeah.
Tapos kasi exposure yan, 'di ba?
Do you have public seminars?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Rarely.
Ayun lang.
Pero meron. Magkakaroon ako soon. Yan naman yung laging sagot, soon.
Soon.
Ayun tayo, di ba nag-attend tayo ng StrengthsFinder?
Yes.
We were classmates there, 2016. How much was
I know, right? The fee of that.
Fee.
Yeah.
But you have to invest in yourself, di ba? Kasi
Totoo
gusto mo maging speaker, gusto mo one day to be a paid speaker, pero hindi ka nag-invest sa sarili mo, ganun din yung mga clients, yung mga hindi nag-invest sa sarili nila na would expect you to speak for free, di ba?
Oo.
Ganun.
Yeah, our last question. What's a prayer you pray every day, Jayson?
Sa akin siguro, not a prayer I pray lang every day, but a verse that I inculcate every day. Yung Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. And the prayer might be, Lord, what do you want me to do? Yung purpose ko, what do you want me to do in my life and what do you want me to do today?
Wow.
Yan, paulit-ulit.
So this applies even in your mga speaking engagements? Or ibang prayer mo?
Sometimes.
What do you, pray pag bago ka go on the floor?
Alam mo, maganda yung question mo na yan, minsan kasi nagiging overly self-reliant na tayo. So, hindi ko na-realize, dumating ako sa point na dahil lagi ko siyang ginagawa, nagiging automatic na siya. Minsan nakakalimutan ko na mag-pray.
Oh, okay.
And then, iba pala, yung pag nag-pray ka kasi nagpo-flow yung anointing sa'yo. So, yung mga prayers ko yan, Colossians 3:23, di ba? Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, working for the Lord and not for men. And lagi yun, yung Philippians 4:13. And I always pray for humility. I always pray for humility.
Wow!
Yeah.
Talaga? Grabe.
Kasi dadating sa point na it will get to your head.
Yeah.
Diba? Sabi nga nung isang pastor na kilala ko, sabi niya, Jayson, the applause of men, it's like perfume. You smell it but you don't taste it. Because if you taste it, it's bitter.
Ganda. Yeah. So how does God keep you humble? May mga ginagawa naman siya.
It's funny. Many years ago, there was an American author who came to the Philippines. I'm a big fan of that author. Tapos, pagdating niya, there were like Hindi ko alam kung may 1,000 kami noon or something. Tapos yung book signing na. Excited ako. Di ba? Papapirpa ako sa kanya yung libro. Pag abot ko sa kanya yung libro, ginawa niya, kinuha niya yung libro,
Oo.
pinirmahan niya.
Oh.
Tapos hindi siya tumingin sa akin, binigay niya sa akin yung libro. Next person.
Ay.
So, tumatak sa akin yun. Sabi ko, I was disillusioned. Kasi na-expect ko, di ba?
Personable.
Kakausapin
ganyan.
ka, di ba? Yung parang, I mean, sabi ko, if I become an author, I won't be like that. I would appreciate people, like gano'n. Hindi ko naman alam magiging author ako after, di ba?
So God
ilang
showed
years,
you what not
ilang
to
decades. So, ngayon, kahit na minsan pagod na pagod ako,
Nakapagod naman talaga magbigay ng talk.
tapos nakakapagod pumirma.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Ang record ko, signing books, 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I know, marami pang, may mga iba mas longer
three,
pa, no?
ako 3.
3 hours. You know the feeling. Yung nag-start ka, tayo yun pala, hindi ka pa nakakapag-lunch, and gano'n.
Yeah.
As yung mukha mo, na-frozen na yung mukha mo, nakasmile. As picture, ganyan. So, kahit na pagod ako. Meron kami isang experience ni JR, nakakatawa eh. Nakakatawa. Nagkasakit kasi ako in one talk.
Oh my.
Na-ER ako.
Oh my.
Parang yung arms ko, hindi ko yung nag-numb siya.
Oo.
So, yung talk sa Glorieta Theater.
Oo.
Pagbaba, diretso kayo sa ER. May nakakita sa akin, sir, can I have a
Oh
picture?
my gosh.
Nagka-picture pa ako, hindi ko kami. Pero hindi niya alam na,
What's really going on?
ano na ako noon, parang feeling ko, hihimatayin na ako. Yun lang, parang that kept me humble. One of the things that kept me humble, to remind me what I shouldn't be and what I should be.
Galing. Wow. And with that, thank you again, Jayson. Grabe, ang ganda ng mga insights. And yun pa lang, yung last pa lang yun na sinabi. Pray to keep me humble. Thank you for being so generous, so humble, so kind.
I won't say that I'm humble kasi pag sinabi kong I'm humble, hindi na ako humble.
Hindi ka na humble. And thank you again to Bonjour Cafe and Sue Coffee for having us. We invite you here if you are near Visayas Ave. Check it out. It's by Total gas station.
Yeah.
If you want to study, it's such a pleasant place to be in.
Ito yung Su Coffee by Experience Korea. Yan.
Everything
So,
starts here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Jayson. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.